Hello everyone, before I get this review started of this all-new 2022 Jeep Wagoneer, I want to make it very plain from the start. I find myself quite conflicted with this vehicle, and it's not because it doesn't fulfill its core mission. The Wagoneer is an all-new full-size 3-row SUV with truly some of the best interior dimensions that I have come across in a product such as this. The second row comfort for someone like me, I'm 6'4", is tremendous. Individually sliding and reclining seats, and even the third row is good enough for someone of my height to spend a good amount of time back there. The Wagoneer is a smooth driving machine, and the interior does feel relatively well utilized, but there's a lot of small things and some of critical details in this product that just irritate me, and because of that, it's tainting my view of this product slightly. So I really hope that you can stick with me to the end of this video so I can get off my chest everything that I like and don't like of this product, and hopefully you can determine if it's the right vehicle for you. So we'll get going here. And the first thing that I want to talk about, it's clear that this full-size 3-row SUV is far from petite, and I've got all of the critical dimensions I think you'd need to know comparing this Wagoneer to the Grand Cherokee and the Grand Cherokee long wheelbase, so you can have a better understanding of the numbers. And I will note that there is going to be a Wagoneer and Grand Wagoneer extended wheelbase model that adds another 8 inches into the wheelbase and another foot of vehicle overall. That should be showing up in dealerships next year. But the way to think about it, if you occasionally need 3-row seating, the Grand Cherokee L is probably your choice. The Wagoneer is probably the way to go. And if you absolutely need the most amount of space possible, go with the Wagoneer L. Jeep introduced the Wagoneer and the Grand Wagoneer earlier this year, and what you have to know is that the Wagoneer goes up against vehicles like the Ford Expedition, and the Grand Wagoneer goes up against things like the Lincoln Navigator. 8 seats are standard with this vehicle. You do have the option for 7, and with the Grand Wagoneer, it is a standard 7-seater setup. You might have noticed that you don't actually see a Jeep badge, so to say, on the interior exterior of the product at all. It's just Wagoneer badges. You will find Jeep logos, you have to go searching for them though. And I wonder if this is perhaps a precursor that Wagoneer will become its own brand in the future, similar to how there was once the Dodge Ram and now it is just the Ram. The powertrain for the Wagoneer. It has a 5.7 litre V8 with e-torque as standard. You do have the option to go with the 6.4 litre V8, and in the future there will be the new Hurricane engine, a 3 litre straight 6 turbocharged to 500 horsepower. It does feel a little archaic in this product. The 5.7 has been with us for many years, and because it's shared across so many Stellantis products, it might lack a little bit of that premium feel that you would hope to get out of a vehicle at this price point. This engine sounds good, the 8-speed transmission is smooth, and the e-torque motor provides 130 pound-feet just by itself. You're able to get a little bit of fuel savings benefit with the e-torque system, but mostly think of it as the next generation of stop-start technology. You can get off of the line with electric power alone. So in that instance where maybe the engine's a little bit cold, the e-torque will help you move those first couple of feet off the line as the engine is reigniting. Also, if you're coasting, you might note that the engine turns off in the last 10-ish kilometers an hour. So little bits and pieces here and there, and this 5.7 litre V8 also does have cylinder deactivation. With this Wagoneer that I'm testing, it comes with the adaptive variable suspension and the air suspension system. So you'll be able to get another 10 inches of ride height if you go to the highest mode, and the low mode is primarily used for entry and exit. You've got a very low floor, I would say, here in the Wagoneer, so getting in and out is a breeze. The standard rims for the Wagoneer is 20 inches. This one that you see has the 22s, and with the air suspension, I really wouldn't say that the ride is all that affected. I haven't tried the smaller wheel setup, but these look good, they feel good, they don't in any way make me think they're a compromise for style. And Jeep was serious about the off-road capability of this Wagoneer. They've got kind of that Range Rover thought process where even though they're trying to make bigger, more premium vehicles, they don't want to sacrifice on their off-road capability. So that's important to know if you were ever in the market for a Range Rover, but for whatever reason wanted to go for a different brand, this kind of product could suit your desires. Four-wheel drive is standard with this Wagoneer, and there appears to be no way to get it in a rear-wheel drive mode or anything like that. So the fuel economy in my time driving this, it's no doubt thirsty, and comparing to something like the Expedition, if you are more fuel economy conscious, that's probably going to be the better product to go with, or wait until we get the new 3-litre straight 6 engine. That could be a little more suitable to your wallet. Other aspects of driving, I think the steering's nice and light, even though it's obviously a very big vehicle. It never feels intimidating or wallowy. You might lean a little bit into the corners, but you can feel whatever side of the vehicle stiffen up with that adaptive variable suspension, so it never gets too out of hand unless you're doing something absolutely ridiculous. I do find the top of the pedal to be a bit too touchy, but the visibility in this product is tremendous. I don't think I've been in any vehicle such as this that has this good of visibility. I know it gives a little bit of a strange look on the outside, and that's one of the criticisms that I have seen come up every once in a while with this product, is that it looks a bit odd from the side. And I agree, but given how easy to drive and maneuver this product is, it doesn't bother me. So it all sounds fairly good so far, right? Well, this is where the problems start to set in when we consider the price of this product. The Wagoneer starts at a fairly competitive price, but this one has been jacked up to $93,000, and this is still the entry-level trim, and in my mind it just doesn't represent good value for money. There are some nice details, particularly like the leather-wrapped steering wheel. I think the seats are fairly good, and the build quality in some places is tremendous, but there seems to be a mismatch of this standard across the product. So I point up here, and this is as solid as granite. The steering wheel feels great. The buttons on them are very nice. But then you look down here and all of these components wobble about just with a light touch. And that doesn't speak premium to me at all. And yes, Jeep is not a premium brand, but they are commanding premium prices for a product like this. And the Grand Wagoneer, that's a step over this, does share a lot of the same components. I haven't driven the Grand Wagoneer, I can't comment on its build quality, but I hope to think that it is going to be a big step up over what I'm currently seeing here. I find that the 10-inch screen that we have here in the center is quite choppy at times, and the cameras all around don't seem to be all that up to snuff with many of the other cameras that I see in Stellantis products. Right across this dashboard is this leatherette, which is soft to the touch but looks quite ugly, and so does this along the side. It's neither here nor there for me, but with the smattering of piano black plastic that we see in this product and this strange grating effect, I don't know if they're trying to pretend to be speakers or something, but you see it across the product, and I don't like that. There's a lot of glossy surfaces with the fake wood and the piano black plastic, and you look at that and you think, okay, if it was a bit less money, would I be complaining? Probably not. But then every time you shift the rotary wheel to go from park to drive, and just how rich this feels and how it's made out of proper metal, you think, how could the product planners have a good focus on smaller components but not across the entire vehicle? It just feels a little bit off to me. That's all I can really say. Road isolation is fairly good, not quite the best in class, but nothing that I think is worth complaining about. The Alpine stereo that's fitted to this model can get very loud very quickly without too much distortion at the top. So have I done my job here today informing you enough of this product? This is my confliction, is that I do think it has fulfilled its purpose as being a big SUV for people that need a lot of things and people moved about on the regular. It does that well, but it's just not matching up to the price point, and I can't wrap my head around it. Yes, it's a new product. Yes, it's a new product, and I hope things will improve. And maybe my opinions would change if I had the different engine under the bonnet, or if I was trying out the Grand Wagoneer. But I have to say that from behind the wheel, I do find myself slightly disappointed in this product. I think it's a better product for everyone else in it, as opposed to the driver, the purchaser. But this is the discussion you might need to have in your own head or within your family, or however this vehicle is going to be used. Can you live with the issues that I think you should be aware of in this product? Is it really a problem to you? For me, I know it would be, but it might not be the same for you. So thank you very much for taking the time to watching this video. I apologize that it probably wasn't the most succinct video I could have made. I've been living this for a week, and truthfully, I have gone back and forth a lot in my mind. The opinions of other people have helped to influence how I'm presenting this video to you now. So do as much research as you can on this product and really test drive it as much as you can up against its rivals. So thank you very much for taking the time to watching this video, and I hope to see you again on the channel sometime soon.